Good. Finally done with those little shits. Now we're on to you. Okay, please, I just want to say that okay, stop. Just stop. Don't embarrass yourself more than you already have. You already know what you're here for. But I'm happy to say this video is not going to be just about you because I will not give you that dignity. What do you mean? I took the liberty of inviting over some friends to come spend some time with us. Believe it, bitches! Let me through, please. I hate this place, I can already tell. Yep, there they are. Oh, no. Yes, it's good to see all of you. Boruto, would you please stop doing that? You aren't Naruto. Hey, we still got that noodle loving fuck. I count it as an absolute win. What the fuck am I doing here? You know why you're here. Just sit down. Holy shit. I ain't seen the light of day in years. It's gonna be lit, I can tell you that right now. Hey, what do you have for snacks around here?
I came here anyway just because you asked me to, because you were so insistent.
You got any sugar just randomly laying around here? Woo! Oh, wait, nope. Okay, that's water. It's water, false alarm. You know what a broken car alarm sounds like? Y'all ready to get your names slandered? Because I know I sure am. I, for one, am shocked that they even acknowledge my existence. You guys are getting acknowledged? Getting hated on by your fandom is basically an Olympic sport at this point. Well, I guess it beats the Pottermore meeting. They have Pottermore meetings? What even is that?
Sounds like a wild time, dude.
Go gadget existential
I'm lucky enough to get my name associated with the series.
Okay, that's enough. All of you sit down. So, should we get started? You already know what this is about. Hello everybody! It's Allie, back here again with another video. The one that I've been planning and teasing for a long time, which is now finally here. Just not quite in the way you likely expected. And let's just say I have a few things to say. Today, we're talking about how we really need to stop making all these next generation sequels. Not exclusive to anime, but mostly anime. Because next generation sequels seem to be all the rage these days, no matter how the original series ended. And they tend to do a pretty good job of running the original series into the ground. And yes, there's many series that have fallen prey to this and have attempted to milk their cows until they die. But you already know the main reason behind this video. Yeah, it's just an excuse to go off on Yashahime again because the second season was confirmed. Die mad about it. But I also kind of wanted to do this for you guys. The Sessrin video, where I actively condemn pedophilia and denounce the show as a whole, is basically the most viewed video on my entire channel, bar those early Vines videos. Complete with an entire war going on in the comments section! And a few of you previously said in those comments that you wanted me to do another video like that one, whether I was criticizing Sessrin or Yashahime as a whole. And so I am answering those comments now! But not literally. Just in case any of you were wondering, and I feel like I should say this, no, I don't respond to any of those comments on the Sessrin video outside of like a heart and a like. And I think you know why. If you don't know why, go look at the comments section for yourself. It is a sight to behold. And quite frankly, I don't want to give any of those fucks in there the dignity of arguing with them because they are not worth my time. I ain't gonna touch that, I know my worth. But that aside, I will also be addressing a bunch of other series that have gotten next generation sequels in the recent years. Or at least the ones that I'm aware of. Because Jesus Christ, we really need to stop you guys. I thought Boruto would have been enough. Just a heads up, I am not giving you guys shit if you happen to like these shows. It is 100% within your right to like them, and I don't run your life. You do you, boo. Granted, if you actually like Yashahime, that is going to depend entirely on what you do or do not like. And yes, there are correct answers, and I will come for your asses. But that aside, here we go. I'm just saying what we all already know, okay? If a series gets a sequel about the next generation after the original series, there is a 99.9% chance it is just about the money. Take Naruto. Naruto was very popular. Fucking lit at least 90% of the time. Had one of the best and longest running queerbaits outside of Supernatural that is still somehow ongoing to the point where I don't even know if I can call it a queerbait anymore because that shit is gay. And made a fuck ton of money as the 4th best selling manga series of all time with over 250 million sales. So what did they do?
They made a shitty sequel.
Inuyasha. Definitely not as popular as Naruto, though nothing on this list really is, but still an overall good series with a pretty damn good anime aside from all the filler. And featuring one of the longest slow burn romances I've ever seen outside of fanfiction. Naturally, it was reasonably popular in some circles. And what did they do? They made a sequel so shitty that I'm not convinced we weren't all actually on drugs upon seeing it just to milk that cow for leagues more than it's actually worth. Do I really need to say it again? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I think you already know. The Ranger's Apprentice series. About 3 million sales in total, which despite there being at least 15 books in that series is very surprising to me considering that only 4 of them were actually good. Good is what I say, they were probably decent at best. And those 4 weren't even in sequential order. They weren't even whole books! The entire series was basically just a technical manual for battle strategies. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know, I don't know what will. Anyway, it too got a shitty sequel, and I think we can all guess why. And of course, the one that everybody forgets about, Beyblade Shogun Steel. Or Zero G, whatever you want to call it. Probably, in my opinion, the only halfway decent item on this list. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit for what it was and enjoyed seeing the original characters all grown up. After all, there's a reason that I wrote a 3-book-long fanfiction series on it. A fanfiction series that I still need to finish because I uploaded that last chapter on DeviantArt on 2019 and then virtually disappeared altogether. But that's a different story. But you know why this show exists. You do. You know. It's about the money, lads! Nostalgia baiting is passion! There are definitely more next-gen series out there, but whatever they are, I don't know about them, and so they're not here. But I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm getting at. Next-gen sequels exist for profit, and pretty much solely for profit. It's never about the fact that there might be a good story to tell there. They feed off of nostalgia and virtually nothing else, and as long as you milk that nostalgia until it's dry, who gives a fuck about quality, am I right? Speaking of quality, I don't know if I really need to explain this one since it's already pretty self-explanatory and you probably already seen it for yourselves if you're here, but hey, what else am I gonna do? Yes, sometimes a sequel series can be alright if it actually has a halfway decent story to work with that actually makes sense and isn't just a rehashing of what happened in the original series but with a different color palette and moved slightly to the left. But a decent next-gen sequel is so painfully rare that I experience secondhand embarrassment whenever I think about it. We could have had it all, but we don't. Because money. Now let's break it down. For as much as Boruto! Episode 48 of Naruto features Gaara and Rock Lee having the showdown of a lifetime that is still legendary in the series to this day. And the iconic scene of Lee finally taking off his leg weights and mind-fucking everyone watching. Episode 48 of Boruto, on the other hand, features the kids trying to make a documentary to promote the Ninja Academy. And that's it. Super exciting stuff, I know. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. The Royal Ranger Trilogy! Is it a trilogy? Because I could only find 3 books in total. Ah, fuck, whatever. Pretty much all you need to know is that 99% of the fandom collectively ignores this part of the series, except for when it feels like criticizing it. Which? Respect. Long story short, I think it's pretty safe to say what this series offers if the original series wasn't that good to begin with, and this one is worse. Yashahime. The existence of this show is concrete proof and confirmation that we are unsalvageable as a species, and we are truly living in the worst timeline. I cannot even begin to list what is wrong with this show, even aside from the pedophilia. And if you really want to hear me go off about that, check out the Sessrin video. As far as I'm concerned, Beyblade Shogun Steel is the only one out of this clusterfuck that deserves any rights. While it definitely wasn't the most stellar of the next-gen sequels, though it's pretty hard to top the Metal series as a whole considering that Fury ended with Jenga literally killing a god, it actually kind of committed to the next-gen thing and made an effort to not be outright boring. It also didn't depend on the original characters now being assholes for no reason to drive the plot forward and create tension. Yes, I'm looking at you, Yes, I'm looking. It just reused the original characters that were already assholes. However, I'm still mad at them for never changing Jinga's English dub voice actor, and still allowing him to sound like a chipmunk on helium despite the fact that he is now an adult. I mean, I was under the impression that your voice gets deeper between the ages of 12 and 21. But his just got higher. How does that work? Therefore, I must take back what I said before and denounce it. No rights for you. Some crimes can never be forgiven. Wait, was that it? Were those the only 2 points that I wanted to make? I mean, they were pretty broad points and you basically covered everything that needed to be said, so yeah. Oh. Well, alright then. Fuck it, Yashahime rant because that's what we're here for anyway. I'm sure you all heard the news that got dropped the moment that show ended, but allow me to refresh your ears with the worst news that I have ever heard in terms of the anime world. Yashahime is getting a second season. For some reason. And all I have to say is... No. 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 Why? Please explain to me why this is necessary. Outside of the money, I know you're capitalist pigs, but we already established that. I just need to know why you thought this was a good idea. Literally, how much further could you run this show into the ground? What more can you do? You've already accomplished that in leaps and bounds. Where are you trying to dig to? What compels you to think that anyone other than those fucks that I will not give the dignity of naming wants a second season? Sure, Inuyasha and Kagome are still trapped in the Black Pearl. But who gives a fuck? You might have had me in the first half, not gonna lie. But do you really think I care anymore after all of that bullshit? After all of the pedophilia you got going on? The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Well, you obviously care because you're making a whole video about it and you keep talking about it and you wouldn't be doing any of that unless you cared, you hypocrite. Please, shut up. You guys don't need to embarrass yourselves anymore for my sake. Seriously, how's this self-respect, you guys? And you know what? Yeah, you're right. I do care to an extent. And the extent to which... And the extent to which I care is dictated entirely. In fact, it already has! With the delusional fucks who shall not be named constantly attacking others in the name of it and advocating for this clearly pedophilic ship. And while it is free entertainment, I also get severe secondhand embarrassment to the point where I'd rather stuff my head into the ground like an ostrich and never come up for air rather than watch you guys talk. Because fiction affects... And for some reason, you guys are straightly determined to dig under the ground with me, because you seem to assume that I still want to hear you regardless of the fact that I clearly do not. And trust me, no one does. Okay, rant over, that's all I've got for you. Did I make an entire video about how we need to stop making next generation sequels just so that I could once again beat Yashahime with a thorn stick? Well, yes. Yes, I did. Do I regret it? Not in the slightest. Yashahime haters, come. And also everybody who hates the next-gen sequels that I mentioned in this video, or just hates next-gen sequels in general. I see you, and you're valid. And just remember, Yashahime doesn't deserve rights. Good talk, you guys. Really happy with what we accomplished here today. If you guys have any suggestions for videos, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Or you can tweet me at Alicia_Irvine, or send me an ask on Tumblr at The Face in the Mirror. With that, that's all for now, you guys. Thank you for being here, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.